Trading is all about waiting. We had two trades which we entered roughly 7 months ago in the Elite program. And today we are still in both of those positions. I want to share with you those two positions and the reasons for why we decided to simply let these winners run. If you want to have new setups, just skip the first couple of minutes of this video. I will then also talk about two setups which we are looking to take in the near future in the Elite program. But first of all, I want to share with you the two setups which we entered 7 months ago. Let me quickly share my screen and as always head over to TradingView. Setup number one, which we are still in, which we entered 7 months ago, is a simple buy position on Bank of America. The reasons for why we decided to enter these trades: very simple. On Bank of America, we had this bullish trend line. We had a bullish rejection away from a horizontal structure. We had bullish confirmation on the smaller time frames. And then I decided to enter this trade. And as always, I shared it in the Elite program the moment I entered this position. I played this position with options, meaning that I simply bought options, call options, betting on the price of Bank of America to go up. So far, those call options are in a profit of roughly 130%, which is quite insane considering that I entered this position just 7 months ago. Of course, we always have back and forth. You can see right here, Bank of America created a correction of 10%, but on the smaller time frames, there was absolutely no sign for me to close out my long position. So I simply stayed in my position. I took partials on the way up, and so far it has been an extremely profitable trade. Just keep in mind that making 130% on a single setup is not everyday business. Yes, it happens every once in a while, and when it does happen, it's very nice, but the majority of trades will be rather small losers, break evens, and small winners. It's very important that you simply let your winners run. I mean, we're not talking about small amounts of money. If you enter with 500 euros, that's nice. You make 650, but you're out. But just imagine, over a long period of time, you scale up your position sizing and eventually you enter with 10, 20, or maybe even 30,000 euros or dollars or Swiss franc or Japanese yen, whatever you're trading with. And eventually you can make 6 months of your expenses in just one single trade. I entered this trade, as you can see, roughly December of 2023. So far, I'm still holding on to it. There is absolutely zero reason for me to close out this position. And who knows, maybe we will see another melt of 100% towards the upside. Second setup, which is not as profitable as the first setup, but still also right here, we entered this roughly 7 months ago, again, beginning of December of 2023. I shared this in the Elite program. It's a simple buy position on TMO. Right here, stops are at break even. You can see I do have my alerts in place. This is roughly in a profit of 80%, so not hitting the 100% mark yet. And here you can see that over the past 4 months, TMO has been retesting this upper resistance, this horizontal structure, but still on the smaller time frames, there was absolutely zero signal, zero reason for me to close out my long position. I'm simply staying in this long position. Worst thing which could happen now is that TMO melts back towards the downside, comes back the remaining position for a break even. Of course, you always have to take partials on the way up. So even if TMO now comes back to break even, it will be an overall profitable trade because I took partials. But to be honest, I do expect a breakout in the near future and then just eventually new all-time highs. This will then also be a profitable trade of more than 100%, meaning that you doubled your money, not even within a single year. 7, 8, 9 months, and you doubled your money. Of course, we also have to always acknowledge that this year so far, the Nasdaq is up 10%, so it has been an overall profitable year. You can see even up 13%. During those profitable years, you just have to make a lot of money and you have to avoid giving back too much when we do have a red year. So TMO, BAC, I will simply stay in those two positions, and maybe if they become massive winners, I will simply upload another video breaking down those two setups in detail. Now, for those of you who want to see new setups, first setup is on Tesla. Let me quickly go back to the monthly time frame. we have looked at Tesla basically forever in the elite program. There was no setup in 2024 so far. We had this retest of the horizontal structure roughly at $200. You can see right here in February of 2024. But according to my strategy, there was no bullish confirmation on the smaller timeframes, so I could not take a long position here, as always, just simply sticking to the rules of my trading strategy. There is one major triangle which Tesla has been trading in basically since August of 2020, so also right here, almost 4 years of consolidation, and I am simply waiting for a retest of this lower support trend line, actually horizontal support. Then we need bullish confirmation according to my trading strategy, and then I will share and enter a long position in the elite program. That's what we are waiting for on Tesla. Alerts are not in place yet because we still have some room towards the downside, but I definitely do expect a short-term drop within the next 2, 3, 4 months of 30%. Then if we do get bullish confirmation, we do have a very decent long position on Tesla. You can see I'm not overcomplicating things. I'm not looking at 20 different indicators. I'm simply looking at market structure. I'm looking at the naked chart and I'm drawing 2 to 3 lines. This is what I basically do in order to take my setups. Second setup on advanced micro devices, AMD. Also right here, it's pretty simple. You basically only need 3 lines. We do need this upper resistance trend line. We do need this lower support trend line. You can see it's a very basic symmetrical triangle formation. We entered bullish, so there is simply a higher chance that we will see a bullish breakout towards the upside, which you can see is exactly what happened with the recent pump of plus 150%. And the third and final line is this horizontal structure at $120. If you're looking at a chart like this, it's naked, it's clean, we only have 3 lines, and what we are waiting for is simply a retest of this previous resistance. As you know, previous resistance, we broke it towards the upside, it will then be turned support. We need bullish confirmation as always, indicating a potential reversal so we can actually enter a long position. Manage your risk accordingly, use a stop loss, and then if you're right, there is a very high chance that AMD will melt towards the upside. Depending of course on whether you enter this with options, with the regular stop, whatever you want to trade, you can make more money, you can make less money, but just keep in mind that you properly manage risk. Trading is all about probabilities playing out. As I mentioned, those trades on BAC, those trades on TMO, they are not everyday business, but if you lose small, if you have break evens, if you win small, and every once in a while you win big, you are a profitable trader, and this is how you can make money in the long run. If you want to follow along with all the trades I take on a day-to-day basis, check out my trading strategy, etc., you can click the first link in the description and join the elite program. Right here you can see all the benefits, what the program is offering, etc. And of course you can also sign up for the free trading newsletter. Again, link is in the description. I will keep you updated regarding setups, trades, breakdowns, etc. for free. With that being said, thank you very much for watching today's video. I will see you next week, as always, talking about setups, talking about trades, etc. And as always, when it comes to trading, remember to keep your long-term vision.